Hey guys, welcome to another New World video. In today's video, I would like to talk about weaponsmithing. I know this one was a while coming, but I had a million other things to deal with after 1.1, so it took longer than expected. But here we are, so let's get into it. Weaponsmithing in New World is arguably the most important trade skill that someone can master. It won't come easy, and it won't come cheap, but it'll give you the ability to craft the most powerful weapons and shields in the game. This will both make you very rich and very strong, which I believe everyone will agree is the ultimate objective of every MMO player. Leveling weaponsmithing will not come easy, as I said. It will be a grind, and you will be spending a lot of time farming. However, there are a few things you can do that will make it go a little faster. It won't seem like a lot at first, but over time, it will add up to a lot of time saving. First, you will be doing a lot of mining, because the primary material you will be needing is metals, so choosing your pick and build will be very important. For your pick, in this case, first and foremost, you will want to have increased mining yield, because the more ore per strike you get, the less you will have to farm. And secondly, luck. While leveling weaponsmithing, you will want luck, and I will explain why after. Next, for your build, I recommend going 300 strength and 100 focus, if you can pull it off. The reason for this are all of the mining yield buffs you get from the strength, then on top of that you will be salvaging everything you craft, and with the amount you will be salvaging, the 10% increased salvage yield from 100 focus will be amazing. You will also want mining luck trophies in each of your homes. No need for major, unless you have the artifacts on hand, but some luck is better than no luck. A mining set of gear with strength and mining luck is greatly advised while gathering also. There is a mining set that is dedicated to mining. I won't get into breaking it down now, because I have before in 2 separate videos. If you need this information, there is a link in the description. And always carry mining luck food, as high % luck as you can make. This can range from 1000 luck to 2000 luck depending on the tier of food consumed. And finally, proficiency potions. You want these. You never want to be mining without them. They will greatly increase the yield you get while mining ore for your weaponsmithing progression. You may also want to purchase the Miner's Resolve buff from the Town Governor's table in the Town Hall of a town where you own a home. This does not require you own the town, or even that your faction does. I do this often when available to give myself a buff in whatever lifestyle improvement I require, depending on what I'm working on. This one gives you a 20% improved quality to mined items. The only requirement is the gold to buy it, which is 2500, and that you own a house in the town where you initiate it. Now, why is luck so important to you while leveling weaponsmithing? Weaponsmithing, as you are about to see, is going to require a back-breaking amount of materials. Farming these all by hand completely will be grueling and tested even my resolve. The solution I came up with was simply mining as much as I could, and when I needed to return to town to unload for weight, I would sell all the rares I had gathered. They sell quickly and for a reasonably high price. Then I would immediately take this gold and flip it into materials for weaponsmithing. This probably cut my farming by 50% overall. I'm not sure I would have finished yet or be making this guide yet had I not done it this way. The more of these things you do, the easier overall that weaponsmithing will feel while grinding it out. Now that we have covered this, let's get into the leveling. From 0 to 50. At this stage, you really should just focus on town board missions. They will get you to 50 in no time for basically no materials. However, again, like with armoring, if you just want to do it purely by gathering and crafting, you will want to make 112 round shields. To make these, you will require 784 iron ingots, 224 timber, and 112 coarse leather. From 50 to 100, at this stage, once again, the town boards are your best friend. I can't stress enough how much time and materials these weapon requisitions will save you. However, if you again choose to do this completely by farming and crafting, you will be making steel round shields this time around. To make these, you will need to farm 2512 steel ingots, 628 timber, and 314 coarse leather. At this stage, it is important to note that you will be getting materials back while salvaging, which depending on your RNG may greatly lower the amount you will need to farm. With the 10% yield buff to salvaging if you spec'd into focus as I recommended, you will be getting back roughly 334 to 1370 steel ingots during this process, so it might be a good idea to begin crafting them before you've gathered all of the materials. From 100 to 150, this section, in my opinion, is the most difficult, at least on a high population server. This is where being on a low population server will give you a big advantage. In this section, you will now be using star metal as your primary resource. On high population servers, it seems star metal ore has seen a huge inflation, reaching almost 0.50 per ore, and it can be competitive farming it. In this section also, your luck is going to be important. You get chunks of azurite from star metal nodes. You can substitute those in your recipes for star metal ingots, which I would also recommend. So for this category, you will need to craft 544 star metal round shields, which will require you to have 4,896 star metal ingots, 1,088 timber, and 544 coarse leather. Again though, keep in mind that you will be getting back roughly 650 to 2,500 star metal ingots in return during salvaging, so I would once again recommend doing these in sessions, not collecting the sum total, then crafting them all. However, you will need star metal ingots in the next section, so either way is fine. 150 to 200, this is your final part, and sadly is not going to be easy. There is no positive spin I can put on this. It is going to be work, a grind, maybe the biggest grind you will commit to in the entire game. The only positive thing I can say here is once it is done, and you will be finished. I know that provides little comfort, but here we go. So for this section, you're going to have to farm 8,560 orichalcum ingots. I would not set out to farm these in their entirety by hand. Wherever possible, sell tier 5 rares and buy additional ingots to supplement this number. You are also going to need 712 timber and 856 coarse leather. Once you have collected these, you will be making 856 orichalcum round shields. I know it seems rough, but again, do these in sessions, because you will be receiving back while salvaging between 1,100 and 3,900 orichalcum ingots, RNG depending. And when you are talking about the amount of ingots required here, that is a huge reduction in overall materials you will need to farm. So, once you have climbed that mountain and have completed your journey, you are now 200 weaponsmithing. Congratulations, and I mean it. That was no small feat you have just completed. Now that you are 200 weaponsmithing, what do you do? What do you need? And what do you make? Well, weaponsmiths at max level, after a little effort and gathering needed items, are in a position to make a gross amount of gold. The first thing you are going to need is the Weaponsmithing set. There is currently only one Weaponsmith set in the game, and it is tier 4. There is another one called the Vengeful Weaponsmith Set, but it doesn't exist as of this day in the loot table. I will update if it does get added. You will get the Weaponsmith set, the helm, from High Priest Oziguera, the chest, from elite chests found in Opulence, the gloves from elite chests in Spick and Stand, the pants from Malevolence, and the boots from elite chests found in Spick and Stand. I have added links to these locations in the description to help you locate them if needed. You can also get a +5 weaponsmithing crafted item quality on your necklace. This can be done by having a jewel crafter craft you a necklace using the orichalcum weaponsmith charm. There are also 3 trophies available to you as a weaponsmith. These trophies are the Minor Weaponsmith Trophy. This is crafted by any furniture maker using very common materials and provides a +3 to weaponsmith crafted item quality. The Basic Weaponsmithing Trophy. This recipe will be available to you when you have the Quartermaster's Notes artifact in your inventory. Once you have this, you can craft this trophy. It will provide you with a +4 weaponsmith crafted items. And the Major Weaponsmithing Trophy. This trophy will require that you have the Forge Master's Notes artifact item in your inventory to craft. It will also require that you sacrifice your basic trophy. But if you do, you will receive a trophy that provides you with a +5 to weaponsmith crafted item quality. There are of course foods available to you as a weaponsmith that will provide you with a buff, depending on tier, to your weaponsmith crafted item quality. These foods include roasted broccoli, steamed broccoli, herb-crusted broccoli, roasted vegetable medley, and savory vegetable medley. There is also a buff you can purchase, if available, at your town governor table. If you own a house in that town, the buff will apply to you globally and doesn't require your company or faction to control the town. This is called Weaponsmith's Temperament and will provide you with a +5 weaponsmithing crafted item quality if active. So yes, to achieve all of these things will take some effort. But like anything that has such high costs, it will, once completed, put you in a position to be one of the highest gold earners in the game. So guys, that was the weaponsmithing guide. I do hope it has helped someone out there with where to go next in training their weaponsmithing skill. I also hope it has not discouraged anyone, because I know it is a rough one, trust me. Anyway guys, I won't keep you any longer. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.